Hello YouTube, my name is Captain Darren. My call sign is N4VFR. In today's video, I'm going to change out my coax. Currently I'm using a 75-foot coax and I'm going to change it out for the 150 feet coax. What I'm planning on doing is that antenna behind me, it's a 05 27-foot antenna. So I'm going to prepare it for the new antenna, the 05 43 feet multi-band vertical width. It's just windy today. This is my current setup on the 27 feet 05 antenna. The antenna feed point is right there below the matching box, and the coax is running from the antenna base all the way to the window pass-through. This is the run I'm planning on doing. Because the ground radials are going outwards, I'm going to do a straight shot from this angle, and you can see the coax is already laid down, so I don't cross over any other radials. That's going to make life more difficult. So coming around here, going across the yard, okay, and then I'm going to loop back towards the house this direction, and to the window pass-through. For right now, I'm just going to connect the coax to the anon and bury the cables, and then later on I'm going to weatherproof the connectors. Okay, well, let me install that right now. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to come from the antenna and come straight back this direction. Alright, because I have the ground radials going outwards. So when I was removing the previous coax, I had the ground radials going above the coax line. So as I pulled it, I was pulling up the ground radials. So that's my Well, it got dark pretty fast. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to just test the continuity, make sure there's no ground. And in the morning, I'm going to put the toroid and a couple turns on it and then connect it to the pass-through in the window. Good morning. It's a new day here in Florida. And this morning, I plan on finishing up installing my 150 feet Coax. It's an RG213. What I plan on doing is to connect 5 ferrite beads at the feed point and also connect a toroid and make a couple loops inside that toroid, and then finally connect the coax connections. But first, let's have some coffee. Coffee in the morning. What I have here is 2 toroids together, zip tied, and I put some electrical tape around the ends. So it's the FT240-31, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it, my coax, the RG213, I'm going to wrap it several times around the toroid. So I'm going to make sure that I have enough slack so I could plug my coax to the window pass-through. So I think this should be enough. So yeah, let's try that. It's about 4 inches, something like that. This RG213 is pretty thick and it's flexible too. That's 2. There's 3. Let's see if I can get that in. I think I can only put 4 loops. So it's a tight one. Gonna move the coax around. Gotta use my leg as a leverage. Yeah, okay. I can only pass 4 through, okay? Okay, I'm gonna get some zip ties and then tie them together or hold them together so it doesn't spread apart. Now I'm just gonna snip these off, the excess, and then we're gonna put some dielectric grease. So what I have here is some dielectric grease, or you can use some Vaseline. Sometimes Vaseline. We want to weatherproof the connector so no moisture can go inside. We're just going to apply some dielectric grease on the threads. Just use your finger. The inside is nice and clean. Alright, it's nice and tight, and if you can see, there's a bead of the dielectric grease surrounding the front of that connector, and that's what we want. Alright, here I've already added the dielectric grease on the SO239 threads, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect the coax. And before I do that, I have 5 ferrite beads I'm going to just snap in place. I got 5 ferrite beads, and I want them in a straight line, so I kind of buried it right now. That's fair enough. And now I'm just going to weatherproof it. And what I have here is some insulation here, okay, and vinyl electrical tape. There it is, the weatherproofing. Complete. 150 feet of RG213 that runs. You can see the canal. It runs all the way around there, the front yard. Come around the side. From that PVC tube right there, and it goes around. I had a little extra, so it loops right there, and then into the window pass-through. Wow, I tell you what, that was really hard work digging those trenches, especially for 150 feet long coax cable. If you like my video, please consider to subscribe. Click on the notification bell because I got new content coming. Something brand new, and it's 43 feet long. My name is Captain Darren. My call sign is N4VFR. Until next video, 73s, and have a great new year.